Welcome to the martial world. Krav Maga, literally translated as close combat, originated in Czechoslovakia in the 1930s, created primarily by Emil Lichtenfeld to protect his people from brutal attacks across Europe before World War II. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and check out the playlist with similar topics and videos like this one. Arriving in Palestine, Lichtenfeld joined the Haganah, a Jewish pre-state paramilitary organization dedicated to protecting Jewish refugees from Arab raiders and also fighting for the establishment of a homeland. It was then that Lichtenfeld encountered the existing Kapap training system, used to teach refugees physical conditioning through boxing, judo, wrestling, knife fighting, stick fighting, firearms training, and disarmament techniques. Although Imi trained in Kapap, he eventually left it behind to form his own vision of combat. What later became known as Krav Maga, Imi Lichtenfeld was an immigrant to Israel from Bratislava, Slovakia, formerly Czechoslovakia. Today, Krav Maga is the official combat system of the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, and has gained worldwide popularity as an effective, brutal, and practical fighting method. Unlike many martial arts, Krav Maga is purely a combat art. It has no sport version. Elite military units and police forces across the globe praise it as a straightforward and devastatingly efficient martial art. Lichtenfeld was born in Budapest in 1910, later moving to Bratislava. His father, Samuel, was a circus performer and police inspector who trained Imi in wrestling, physical conditioning, and martial techniques learned on the road. Imi himself became a skilled athlete, winning several championships in wrestling, boxing, and gymnastics during his youth. But in the 1930s, life for Jews in Czechoslovakia grew darker. The rise of Nazi Germany brought violent anti-Semitism into the streets of Bratislava. Nazi sympathizers formed gangs and political groups that openly attacked Jews. Imi often found himself in street fights, and thanks to his background, he began teaching self-defense to other Jews. This early system, unnamed at the time, would later evolve into Krav Maga. Lichtenfeld quickly realized the difference between sport combat, bound by rules, and the harsh reality of street survival, where attackers used knives, stones, and targeted vital areas of the body. He adapted his knowledge to the brutal realities of violence, creating a new combat system. In 1942, he immigrated to Palestine, which at the time was under British mandate. Jewish residents there were under constant attack, and the Haganah became the armed defense force that would later evolve into the IDF. Because weapons were scarce, hand-to-hand combat was a matter of survival. From his arrival until 1948, Lichtenfeld refined the theories and curriculum of what he eventually named Krav Maga. His system had 3 rules. It had to be effective. It had to be simple enough for anyone to learn, regardless of body type or size. It had to be learned quickly. By 1947, Israel declared independence. Despite overwhelming odds, Israel won its first war, and Krav Maga became embedded in the very DNA of the IDF. Over the following decades, Krav Maga became a combat laboratory. Soldiers and operatives tested it in real battles, reporting back what worked and what failed. Techniques were constantly refined through life-or-death situations. Unlike other martial arts bound by tradition, Krav Maga was built and updated on the battlefield. In the 1960s, Lichtenfeld created a civilian curriculum, simplifying the system for everyday people who wanted practical self-defense. In 1978, the International Krav Maga Federation was founded, with headquarters in Netanya, Israel. Today, Krav Maga is taught worldwide, popular in Israel, the US, France, Brazil, and beyond. Krav Maga stands out in several ways. No rituals, no kata. Every move is instinctive and practical. Combat mindset first. Students are trained to overcome hesitation and act immediately. Total awareness. Learning to spot danger before it escalates is a cornerstone of training. Students start with basic anatomy, awareness, and boxing fundamentals, then progress to advanced strikes, chokes, throws, and disarming armed attackers, even knives, firearms, and submachine guns. Krav Maga emphasizes low kicks, knee strikes, elbows, and vicious open-hand attacks to vital areas. The philosophy is simple. Neutralize the threat as fast as possible. But here's something often overlooked. Your body is the weapon. And a stiff, inflexible, or immobile fighter is a vulnerable fighter. If your hips are tight, your kicks will be weak. If your shoulders lack mobility, your punches won't generate power. If your body locks up under pressure, you'll gas out quickly and leave openings your opponent can exploit. That's why I created my ebook, The Secret to Flexibility: Mistakes Every Fighter Makes. Inside, I reveal the common errors that hold fighters back and teach you how to unlock strength, power, and resilience through proper flexibility and mobility training. This isn't just about stretching, it's about building a body that can kick harder, move faster, and survive under pressure. Imagine throwing higher, faster kicks. Imagine slipping strikes effortlessly. Imagine lasting longer in a fight because your body moves fluidly instead of fighting against itself. That's the transformation this ebook delivers. Get your copy today and take your martial arts journey to the next level. Insert link. Krav Maga has been called the first realistic, unarmed combat system of the 20th and 21st centuries. It doesn't reflect culture or tradition, but pure survival. Just as karate was developed when civilians were banned from carrying weapons in Okinawa, Krav Maga was born for modern warriors facing unpredictable violence. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope this helped you learn more about martial arts. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.